Je serai un café.
Oui, monsieur.
C'est tout.
Oui, monsieur Beck. Well, I'm just speechless. And that lunch? Wild chicken? I didn't know it was ever wild. Gosh, I had no idea people lived like this, right here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Sugar?
Thanks.
1.
3. I know it's a big load for a demitasse to carry. All right, I'm a hick. You know so many American words. Do you know what a hick is?
A hick is one who lives in a steak.
Stick. Plural. The stick.
Pardon, the sticks. I remember now.
How long did it take to build up a plantation like this?
I moved to the Pacific when I was a young man.
And now, is it true that all the planters on these islands, are they all running from something?
Who's not running away from something? There are fugitives everywhere. New York, Paris, even smaller. Where you come from?
Little Rock.
Little Rock. You know fugitives there?
I'll show you a picture of a Little Rock fugitive. I just got this clipping from my mother today.
Vincent Nellie Forbush, Arkansas's own Florence Nightingale.
That was written by Mrs. Leeming, the social editor. She went to school with my mother. To read her, you'd think that I'm practically the most important nurse in this Navy, and that it were only a matter of time before I became a Lady Admiral.
In this picture, you do not look like much of a Lady Admiral.
That was taken before I knew what rain and heat and mud was due to a disposition. But it isn't raining today. Gosh, it's beautiful here. Just look at that yellow sign. You know, I don't think it's the end of the world like everyone else. I just can't work myself up to being that low. Do you think I'm crazy too? They all do over at the Fleet Hospital. You know what they call me? Knucklehead Nellie. I suppose I am, but I can't help it. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and brave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face and has its very far to go. But every whippoorwill is telling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could sail like a chest full of jello and appear more intelligent and smart, but I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Just this heart. You want to know anything else about me?
Yes, you say you're fugitive. When you joined the Navy, what were you running from?
Gosh, I don't know. It was more like I was running to something. I wanted to see what the world was like. Outside Little Rock, I mean. And I wanted to meet different kinds of people and find out if I liked them better. And I'm finding out.
Would you like some cognac?
I love you. Wonder how I feel living on a hillside, looking on an ocean, beautiful and still.
This is what I need. This is what I long for. Someone young and smiling. nurses and doctors probably could do her. She could have a pill.
Wonder why I feel different and chunky. I am like a schoolgirl waiting for a dance.
And I had to know, I'm like school boy, what will be the answer? Do I have a chance? In peacetime, the vote from America comes once a month. The ladies, the wives of the planets often go to Australia during the hot months. It can get very hot here.
It can get hot in Arkansas too.
Ah, yes.
Uh-huh.
I have many books here. Marcel Proust, André Gide. Did you study French in school?
Oh yes.
Ah, then you can read French.
No. I can conjugate a few verbs. I bet you read a lot.
Out here, one becomes hungry to learn everything, not to miss anything. Athletics is good to pass by. One waits so long for what is good, one cannot risk to lose it. So one speaks and acts quickly, even if it seems foolish to be so quick. I know we've only known each other for 2 weeks, but in your officers club. Do you remember?
Yes.
And that's the way things happen sometimes, isn't it, Nellie?
Yes, it is.
Song and tragedy. You may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across the crowded room. Then somehow you know even better that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some in tragedy, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across the crowded and night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some in tragedy, when you find a true love, when you feel it for you across the crowded room, then fly to the sky and make her your own. All through your life you may dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go. When you find your true love, when you feel it for you across the crowded. I'm older than you. If we have children, when I die, they will still be growing up. You can afford to go back to America if you'd like. Melly.
Mon cher, le jeep de mademoiselle est ici. Le jeep de mademoiselle. Votre jeep. My jeep. Oh, my jeep. Thank you, Isabel. Gosh, I'm on duty in 10 minutes.
Before you leave, Melly, a while ago you asked me a question. Why did I leave France?
Emile, that was none of my business.
But I wanted to tell you. I had to leave France. I killed him.
Why did you kill him?
He was a wicked man, a bully. Everyone in our village was glad to see him die. It was not to my discredit. You believe me now?
You have just told me that you killed a man and that it is all right. I hardly know you. And yet I know it's all right.
Thank you, Nellie. Do you like my place?
Yes,
You would think.
I will say.
Lipstick. And 3 lumps of sugar in this little cup. Hey, Vienne!
Bravo, Papa.
Merci, monsieur.
Du château VMC.
Ah, oui?
Attends, Papa. Attends, Papa. Dites-moi pourquoi ma vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi ma vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi
J'aime est-ce que, parce que, jamais.
Hello, GI. Grass skirt, very sexy. $4. Sexy grass skirt, $4. Send from Chicago to sexy sweetheart. Where do you go? Come back. Cheapskate. From GI, that bookstore.
No good, Mary.
What is good?
Tell me that stingy tightwad.
Stingy tightwad, that's good.
That's great, Mary. You learned it fast.
Stingy tightwad. I learned fast pretty soon. I taught English gives any crummy old marine. Stingy tightwad.
Bloody Mary's true. She is always true. Bloody Mary's true. Says she don't.
What's that? It's head. $50.
What's it made of?
It's real human. It's made out of head.
What makes it so small?
Oh, shrunk. Only way to keep a human head is shrink them.
Okay.
Sexy grass skirt. $4. Sent from Chicago to sexy sweetheart. She makes waves like this.
Here you are, sweaty pie. Put them down, Professor. These beautiful grass skirts were made by me, the professor here, and 3 other CBs in half the time it takes your native workers to make them. See? No stretch. Look them over, sweaty pie, and give me a price.
Look at that shirt.
Take it up with the manager.
Hey, big dealer. Hey, Mr. Willis.
What can I do for you, my boy? What's the trouble?
Look at that shirt.
The bill of laundry is not responsible for minor burns and tears. So what do you say, Sweatso? What am I offering?
All hands home.
My work. You hear that, Sweatso? You can probably sell these to the chump for $5 or $6 a piece. Now that you have the whole batch for, say, $80.
Give you $10.
What?
Not enough?
You're darn well right, not enough.
Well, then you darn well cheap.
Now look here, dragon lady. Ew. What's that you got there? Boar's tooth bracelet? Where'd you get that? Over Valley High?
You lie.
You know what this is. This is a tooth cut from corn, a big ceremonial there on Valley High. There ain't a souvenir in the South Pacific as valuable as this. What do you want for it, Mary?
$100.
$100? That's cheap. I thought it would be more. I don't know how she can put them out for that.
Tell you what, make you special offer. Big deal. Trade you Boar's tooth bracelet for all the grass skirts.
It's a deal.
Wait, it's no deal, so you're showing something for good luck.
What do you want me to throw in?
$100. Good luck.
You don't run into these things every day. They're skirts and cheap. They're bigger, too. That darn Valley High. Why did have to be off limits. You can get everything over there. Shrunken heads, old ivory.
Young French women.
Knock it off. I'm talking about souvenirs. So see. I've got to get a boat and get over there. I'm feeling how down again and I need to take a trip. Only officers can sign out boats. I'll get a boat, all right. I'll latch on to some officer who's got some imagination. Who'd like to see that horse do a ceremonial as much as I would. It's a heck of a ceremonial. Dancing, drinking, everything.
What do you think, Tony? We all know they went to Valley High.
Why?
Because the British plans to our young women over there when the GIs are coming. It ain't Borsky, it's women.
It's Borsky. And women. Right on the sand, right on the sea. We got Goes of the bed as we can right off the tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of handy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got days.
We get packages from home.
We get cookies, we get shoes. We get speeches from our skipper. We get rivals and mirrors. We get sand out the point. We get snow. What don't we get? You know darn well. We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for. What we eat is what there ain't no substitute for. There is nothing like a day. Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
The rest of you so blue.
We feel lonely and free. We feel every kind of feeling, but no feeling of relief. Hungry as a wolf when you're riding good. What don't we feel?
We don't feel good.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, like brother. There is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other. There is nothing like a day. Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. Nothing else is still the same. Nothing in the world. As the sun may be brave like the silver. There is absolutely nothing like the brave of a day. Yes, Miss Forbush.
Have you done what you promised?
Yes, Miss Forbush, I did it all last night. Oh, you don't have to open it here.
Oh, you do beautiful work, Luther. You've even done the pleats in my shorts.
Please ain't hard. You had better run along now, catch up with your gang.
Pleats are very hard. How do you do such delicate work at night in the dark?
There was a moon.
There was a man.
Oh, full moon!
How much, Luther?
Oh, no, not from you.
Well, gosh, I guess I'm just about the luckiest nurse on this island who found you. You're a treasure. Well, bye, Luther. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's a nice little girl, but some of them nurses, the officers can have them. They got them. They can have them. So suppose that they may bribe for nothing but for a faithfulness and for the shyness and love.
little island south of Marie Louise.
So you've been up there with the real boys.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Lieutenant, you darn sexy man.
Thanks. You're looking pretty fit yourself.
Darn sexy.
You wish. She's Tonkinese. She used to work for a French planter.
French planner, stingy tightwad.
Say, I wonder if any of you know a French planter around here named Quebec. Emile Quebec? I think he's the guy who lives on top of that hill over there. You know? No, but I'm going to.
Hey, Lieutenant, real human head. You got sweetheart? Then go to Chicago to sexy sweetheart.
No, she's a Philadelphia girl.
What's up, Philadelphia girl? What's that mean? No sexy? You like, I gave you free.
Free? You're not giving me free.
You know, sexy man in heaven. Hey,
No, thanks. Where'd you get that anyway?
Holly, hi.
There's your captain. There's your captain.
Oh, that's that island over there with the few volcanoes. Officers can get lunches and go over there. Valley High. What's that mean?
Valley High means I am your special island. Means here I am. Valley High is your special island, Lieutenant. I know. You listen, you hear me call you. Listen. You don't hear something calling? Listen.
I hear the sound of the wind and the waves, but that's all.
You don't hear something calling? Listen.
I think I hear something.
Shut your big fat mouth.
Hear a voice? Most people live on a lonely island, lost in the middle of a foggy sea. Most people long for another island, one where they know they would like to be.
French plan is to have all the young women running around over there. Of course, you being an officer and all, if you get a launch, and I'd be willing to requisition a boat for you. What do you say, Lieutenant? Valley High, they call you any night, any day. In your heart, you hear it call you. Come away, come away. What do you say, Lieutenant? No. I see what you mean. Being off limits and all, it would take a lot of persuading to get me to go over there. But another thing goes on over there. The ceremonial of the boar's juice. After they kill the boar, they pass around some of that coconut liquor. And women and everybody gets to know everybody pretty well. Valley High, they call you. Come away, come away. What do you say, Lieutenant? No. I see what you mean. Being off limits and all, it would take a lot of persuading to get me to go over there. But another thing goes on over there. The ceremonial of the boar's juice. After they kill the boar, they pass around some of that coconut liquor. And women dance with just skirts on. And everybody gets to know everybody pretty well. Valley High will whisper on the wind of the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, come to me. It's just a little tribal ceremonial, primitive but astonishing. And I thought, you being up at the shooting war for such a long time without getting any recreation, I thought you might be interested.
I am. Right now I've got to report to the island commander.
Professor, take him up in the truck.
Professor?
Because he went to college. Did you go to college?
Yes.
Where?
Place in New Jersey.
Where, Rutgers?
No, Princeton.
Ah, folks got money here, Lieutenant. Don't be ashamed of it, we understand. Say, would you like to hear the professor here talk some language? What do you want to hear? Latin? Grecian? Nah, give me some Latin.
Rectus vives, licin, ain't that beautiful? Neque altum semper dum procellas.
Now, Lieutenant, what did he say?
I'm afraid I haven't the slightest idea.
Didn't you graduate? Take him up to the buildings.
Aye, aye.
He'll never make captain.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Iron belt.
Here she is, sir.
You are causing an economic revolution on this island. French landowners can't find a native to milk a cow, pick a coconut, because you're paying them 10 times as much to make these ridiculous grass skirts.
French planters, stinky tightwad.
Excuse me, sir. May I make a suggestion, sir? Who are you? Billis, Sir Luther Billis. The natives can go back to work now because the demand for grass skirts has now been met by us Seabees.
Grace makers. You mean to tell me the sea beasts of the United States Navy are now a lot of...
If you don't like the idea, sir, we can drop it right here, sir. Just say words, and I'd never run it up.
Luther Billis.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nothing. Just making a mental note. I want to be sure not to forget your name.
I want to see you pick up every scrap of this paraphernalia now. For the last time, take it down there and on the fence off Navy property.
Come on, everybody. Let's take all this stuff and throw it over that fence.
Take everything off Navy property.
And you go too.
All right, Lieutenant, thank you.
Lieutenant, who are you anyway? I'm Lieutenant Joseph Cable, sir. I just flew in on that PBY. A joyride? No, sir. Orders. A Marine under orders from me. Yes, sir. Well, I'm Captain Wright. How do you do, sir? This is my executive officer, Commander Harvard. Well, what's it all about? Well, sir, my colonel feels that none of us are getting enough first-hand intelligence, and what we need is a coast watch. Coast watch? A man with the radio hiding out on one of these Jap-held islands. We can watch for Jap ships as they came down the Bangladesh. Down this way. What do you think, Bill?
Well, sir, our pilots could do a heck of a lot to Jap convoys with information like that.
You'd have to sink this man ashore at night from a submarine. Yes, sir.
Who's going to do it?
Well, sir, I've been elected. You've got quite an assignment, son.
How long do you think you could last down there sending out messages before the jabs come to you?
I think I'd be okay for a couple of days if I could take somebody with me who really knew the island. Headquarters just found out there's a French civilian who used to have a plantation on Marie Louise.
Marie Louise? That's a good spot, right on the bottleneck.
What's this Frenchman's name? Emile Devac. Okay, Cable, meet me in my office in about half an hour. Yes, sir. Come on, Bill, maybe we'll get him before he heads.
Keep walking. Don't change your expression. I got the vote.
What?
Me and you were shutting off the Valley Mine in 45 minutes.
No, we're not. I got to see Captain Brackett.
Lieutenant, what are you doing to me? I signed out a vote in your name.
Then you're just the man to go back and cancel it. Forget the whole thing, okay?
Lieutenant, you and me are going on a boat trip, whether you like it or not.
Hey! Do that!
I do it. What are you going to do about it?
We've got some bills on your French thing. Marie Louise Armand moved down here 16 years ago, married a Polynesian woman, had 2 children by her. She died. Here's the one thing we've got to get cleared up. Seems he left France in a hurry. He killed a guy. And what do you think about that?
Well, I think he might be a handy man to have around.
Okay. Send Miss Warbush in. No, we haven't got time for her to change into her uniforms. Send her right in. Come in, Miss Warbush.
Captain Brackett, please excuse me.
You look fine. May I present Commander Harvey?
I have the pleasure of meeting Miss Warbush twice a week. We serve together on the GI Entertainment Committee.
May I also present Lieutenant Joseph Cable, Miss Warbush? Have a seat, Miss Warbush. How's the Thanksgiving entertainment coming along?
Very well, thank you, sir. We practice whenever we get the chance.
About a week ago, you had lunch with a French planter. Emile Duvet.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about him?
What do I know about him?
That's right.
We met at the officers club dance. He was there, and I met him. Then we had lunch that day.
Yes, so what kind of man is he?
He's very nice. He's kind. He's attractive. I don't really know what you want to know about him, sir.
Miss Burbage, Captain Brackett wants to know, did you discuss politics?
No, sir.
Would you have discussed politics, Commander? What we're specifically interested in is more about just, when these guys come out of France, it's generally because they've had some trouble. Has he ever told you anything about that? What do you know about his family?
He has no family, sir. No wife, nobody.
He hasn't any children.
No, sir.
And you say he never told you why he left France?
Yes, sir. He left France because he killed a man.
Did he tell you why?
No, but he will if I ask him.
Well, Miss Burbage, that's exactly what we'd like you to do. Find out about as much as you can about him, his background, his opinions, and why he killed this man in France.
In other words, you want me to spy on him?
Well, I'm afraid it's something like that.
Why? Do you suspect him of something?
No, it's that, we just don't know that much about him, and, will you help us, Miss Burbage?
I'll try.
Thank you. You may go now if you wish.
I don't really know very much about him, do I?
Well, he's kept a few secrets from her, hasn't he? You don't spring a couple of Polynesians on a woman right off the bat.
Afraid we aren't going to get much out of her. She's obviously in love with him.
Well, that's hard to believe, sir. They tell me he's a middle-aged man. Cable. It's a common misconception for boys of your age and athletic ability to underestimate men who have reached their maturity.
Well, sir, I didn't mean that you...
Women frequently find a grown man attractive. As strange as it may seem to you, I myself am over 50. I am a bachelor, and I by no means consider myself through. What's the matter, Bill?
Nothing, evidently.
Okay, Cable, I'll see you at shop. Do you play bridge?
Yes, sir.
You got any money?
Yes, sir.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to take it away from you.
Yes, sir.
What makes you so darn sure this much won't work out, Bill?
Marie Louise is 24 miles long and 3 miles wide. Let's say that every time they send out a message, they move to a different hill. It seems to me, looking at this thing,
Realistically,
they could last about a week.
it would be worth it, though. If it were the right way, with decent information, our side might get things moving.
Here it is, sir. I got it.
Okay, I'll see you at shop, Bill. I'll see you at shop, Bill.
Oh, see you, Jeff.
You got the address right?
I think so. Million Fortune, 325, Euclid Avenue. Shake Ice, Cleveland, Ohio?
Yep, that's right. I'm gonna pack my stove.
Yes, sir.
Letter from home?
Yes. Do you get letters from your mother telling you that everything you do is wrong?
No, my mother thinks everything I do is right. Of course, I don't tell her everything I do.
My mother's so prejudiced
Against Frenchmen?
against anyone outside Little Rock. She makes a big thing about two people coming from different backgrounds.
Ages?
Oh no, Mother says older men are better for girls than younger men.
This has been a very discouraging day for me.
What do you think about people having things in common? For instance, if the man listens to symphony music and the girl listens to Dinah Shore, or he reads Marcel Proust and she doesn't read anything, what do you think? Do you think Mother's right?
Well, she might be.
Well, I don't think she is.
Well, maybe she's not.
Well, goodbye, Lieutenant. You've been a big help.
Listen, you don't know that guy so well. Think you better read that letter over 2 or 3 times.
I'll show you what I think of that idea.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I thought Miss Forbush was here. I brought some hot water for her. She likes to take a shampoo on Fridays.
Hello, Luther.
Oh, Miss Forbush, I brought some hot water for you.
Thanks. It'll do me a lot of good to get some of this sand out of my hair.
If you need any extra water forensics, my bathtub concession was to take care of it. Just pull on the chain like you were flushing a toilet. Meaning like you was pulling on a window shade.
What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Who? Iron Belly. Oh, Captain Brackett? Nothing. Nothing important. Just something about the Thanksgiving show. What's the trouble, Knucklehead? Huh? I said, what's the trouble? Nothing. There isn't going to be any trouble anymore. Because I've made up my mind about one thing. It's all off. With him? Uh-huh. I'm gonna break it off clean before it's too late. What's the matter, Knucklehead? What'd he do? He didn't do anything. It's just that, well, I don't know him that well, really. And before I get too deep in this thing, I just better not get started. Don't you think so too, Diney? Yes, I do. You do? Well, then I do too. Well, don't look so dramatic about it. These things happen all the time. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Send him on his way. Get the picture. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arm. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arm. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arm. TV judges. Only 2. I thought... Hello.
Hello. That song is a new American song.
It's an American Pie song. We kind of put it into our own words. Where is everybody?
It's strange to hear American songs. And all of them, one is either desirous to get rid of one's lover, or one weeps for a man one cannot have.
That's right.
I like a song that says, I love you, and you love me. And isn't that fine?
Yes, that's fine.
I left a note for you at the hospital. It was to ask you to dinner this Friday.
Oh, I don't think I'll be able to come, Emil.
I've invited all my friends. The planners colony.
Oh, a big party. Well, in that case, if I can't come, you won't miss me.
But it's for you. It's for my friends to meet you. And more important, for you to meet them. I want you to know what it would be like living here. I want you to know more about me, the way I live and think.
Know more about you?
Yes, you know very little about me.
That's right. Emil, would you sit down? Do you think about politics much? And if so, what do you think about politics?
Do you mean my political philosophy?
I think that's what I mean.
Well, to begin with, I believe in free life. Freedom for everyone.
Like in the Declaration of Independence.
Say so. All men are created equal, isn't it?
Emil, you really believe that?
Yes.
Well, thank goodness.
It is why I'm here. Why I killed him.
Oh yes, I've been meaning to ask you about that too. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm prying into your private life, asking a lot of questions, but I always find it interesting why one person kills another person.
Of course, never. This is worrying. When I was a boy, I carried my heart in my hand. And so when this man came to our town, though my father thought he was good, I thought he was bad. I was young. He attracted all sorts of mean and cruel people. Soon he was running our town. He could do anything. Say anything. I did not like that. I was young. I stood up in the middle of the public square and made a speech. I called on everyone to stand with me against this man.
What did they do?
They walked away
Why?
because they saw him standing behind me. I turned and he said to me, now I'm going to kill you. We fought. I was never so strong. I knocked him to the ground, and when he fell, he hit his head on a stone and I ran to the waterfront and let a cargo. I didn't even know where it was going. I stepped off that boat into a new world. Where I am now. Where I want to stay. Nellie, will you marry me? There are a few days in our life, Nellie, and the time I have with you now is precious to me. Have you been thinking?
I've been thinking. Born on opposite sides of the sea, we are as different as people can be.
It's true.
And yet you want to marry me. I've known you a few short weeks, and yet somehow you make my heart forget all of the men I have loved and but you.
Some enchantment you may see a stranger. unto our founder, never let go.
Well, sure watching him out of her hair. Why, I didn't hear you. I expect every one of my crowd to make fun of my proud protestations in faith and romance. And they'll say I'm naive as a babe to believe any fable I hear from a person in hands. Fearlessly I'll face them and argue their doubts away. Loudly I'll sing about flowers in spring. Gladly I'll stand on my little black pig and say, love is a grand and a beautiful thing. I'm not ashamed to reveal the world-famous feeling I feel. I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as trite and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm romantic and bright as a moon, happy night, soaring like a balloon. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as the flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
I'd first like to impress you with three things. First, you're a civilian, and you don't have to go. There's no way of making you go. Second, it's a very dangerous mission. We can't guarantee that you'll survive or that it'll even do any good. Third, that it'll do a great good. It could be the means of changing Title IV in this area.
I understand all these things.
Are you ready to give us your answer?
Yes, I am. My answer must be no. When a man faces death, he must weigh his values very carefully. He must weigh the sweetness of his life against the thing he has to die for. The probability of death is great for both of us. I know that I'm as well, Lieutenant Cable, and I'm not sure what you're asking me to do is...
We're asking you to help us lick the jabs. It's as simple as that. We're against the jabs.
I know what you're against, but what are you for? When I was 22, I thought the world hated bullies as much as I did. I was foolish. I killed them. I was forced to flee to an island. Since then, I have asked no help from anyone or any country. I've seen these bullies multiply and grow strong, and the world stood by and watched.
To heck with this, in fact. Aren't you just a guy who's in love with a girl, and you're putting her above everything else in the world?
Yes, I do care about my life with her more than anything. It is the only thing that is important to me. This I believe in. This I am sure of. This I have. I cannot risk to lose it. Goodbye, gentlemen.
He's an honest man, but he's wrong. Of course, we can't guarantee him a better world if we win. Point is, we can be darn sure it'll be worse if we lose. Can't we? Well, can't we?
Of course.
Cable, there's a bottle of Scotch in my bottom drawer. I'll see you tomorrow.
This must be what he needs.
He's made right now. Look, all these papers, and there's a delegation of French planners out there.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you, sir.
What should I do, Commander Harbison? Go back to my outfit tonight?
No, take a couple days off and unwind.
Unwind?
Sure, take a boat, go fishing.
A boat?
before ceremony. The telling time later. Come and tell it.
What's going on, Mary?
You wait.
There's nobody around here.
You wait and tell it.
What's going on, Mary? What?
You lie.
Who is she?
Leah. Leah. It's a French name, but she ain't no French girl. She Tonkinese, like me. We are very beautiful people, though.
Do you speak English?
Only a few words. She speaks French. Français. Je parle français. Andrew.
Oh, I see. Are you afraid of me? Avez-vous peur? But you're just a kid. How did that Bloody Mary get a kid like you to come here? I just don't get it. C'est qui est fait montrer à me.
My mère.
Your mother? Bloody Mary's your mother? But she didn't tell me. Yeah, it's the boy, all right. I'll let him wait. I touch your hand and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June of the gentle lips you gave me, gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when you're you and joy in earth, my arms and fill my heart as now they do. Then, younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you. And when you're you and joy in the night, my arms and fill my heart as now they do. Then, younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I.
He'll be here soon.
Hey, Mary, please tell the forestry ceremonial fellas not to be sore at me. If I would have known those girls was going to do a religious dance with their skirts on, I wouldn't have got up and danced with them. Oh, here you go.
Merci. Merci, Laurent.
Oh, maintenant, mais,
Ah, bientôt. Bye bye. No, seulement soirée. Good night, everybody. Good night. Non, non, n'allez en français, en français. Je suis enchantée de faire votre connaissance. Bonsoir, merci, Laurent. And you know I can't stay. I've got to get that tape back. I borrowed it. Or rather, I stole it. Or rather, a fellow stole it for me, a wonderful man named Phyllis. I'll have to sneak back behind the hospital as it is.
in that case, I persuade you to go. If you have to sneak back without anyone seeing you, you might as well sneak back later.
You're absolutely right. I never had such a wonderful time in my whole life. All those lovely people, and that cute little old man who spoke French with me and made believe he understood me, and that exciting native couple who danced for us. Oh, it's so different from Little Rock. What on earth are you laughing at? Am I drunk?
Oh, no.
Yes, I am, but it's not from the champagne. It's because I'm in love with a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional shiver with a conventional star in my life. And you will notice a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as triumphant and gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true.
Here's another bottle.
This is how it feels living on a hillside. Here we are, just like two old married people. Our guests have gone home and we're alone.
This is what I need. This is what I've longed for. Someone young and smiling, here upon my hill.
You know, my mother says we have nothing in common, but she's wrong. We have something very important in common. Very much in common.
We're both in love.
Yes, but more than that. We're the same kind of people fundamentally, you and I. We appreciate things. We get enthusiastic about things. It's really quite exciting when two people are like that. We're not blasé. You know what I mean?
We're both knuckleheads. Cockeyed opposites.
I hear the human race is falling on its face.
And hasn't very far to go.
But every whippoorwill is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so.
I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart, but I'm stuck like a dough with a big logo, and I can't get it out of my heart. Not this Now, you sit right here. Something I've been working on for 2 days. No peeking. Wash that man right out of my hair. Wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, tear it up. Wash him out, dry him out, push him out, fly him out, dental hair. Let him go, yeah, sister.
Neil, that was wonderful.
Bonsoir.
Oh, you're the cutest things I've ever seen in my whole life. What are your names? You probably can't understand a word I'm saying, but oh my goodness, you're cute.
Nellie, I want you to meet Megan and Jerome. Megan and Jerome? Nellie.
Really?
No, Oli. Deep.
Really? Bonsoir, Nelly. Bonsoir, Nelly. Bonsoir. Aren't they adorable? Those big dark eyes staring at you out of those cute little faces? Are they Isabel?
They're mine.
Of course they are. They look exactly like you, don't they? Where did you hide their mother?
She's dead, Nellie.
Emil, they are yours.
Yes, Nellie, I'm the father.
And their mother
Was Polynesian. She was beautiful, Nellie. And charming, too.
that you and she...
I want you to know I have no apologies. I moved to the Pacific when I was a young man. I lived as I could.
Of course.
But I have not been selfish, Nellie. No woman has ever hated me or tried to hurt me.
No woman could ever want to hurt you, Emil. Look at this time. I got to do something.
Please, wait, I'll drive you home.
You'll do no such thing. Besides, I can leave this youth here overnight. I've got to get it back.
Please,
right?
don't go now. Don't go yet.
This is terrible. I won't be able to face the girls in the hospital tomorrow. You can't imagine the way they look at you when you come in late. I'll call you. I'll drop by tomorrow. Oh no. Oh, I have those awful rehearsals for the Thanksgiving Day show. They want to practice night and day. But after that, for tonight, Emil. It was the nicest party and you were a perfect host. Goodbye. Please don't smash the cheese.
Nellie, I love you. Do you hear me, Nellie? I love you.
And I love you too. Honestly, I do. Please let me go. of the program is kind of blurry. So I'll read off the last few numbers. The handstand was by Marie Sergeant Johnson. The barrel roll was done by Lieutenant J.G. Bessie May Sue L. Yeager. The solo featuring the hitch, kick, and scissors, goes with steps, was by Ensign Cora McRae. The pinwheel, you know, was by Stu Potts. George Watt, underpaid, third class.
Second class.
The multiple revolutions incidentally the dance steps were by Ensign Nellie Corbett. Now the next is the most unusual treat, an exhibition of weightlifting. Phyllis, what the heck happened to the light?
Generator, we're out of gas. What's wrong with you? The strobe light's on.
He just sees everybody. There's nothing wrong except that the lights went out.
Look where it's going. I've been looking, I can't see.
Why another generator on here?
They got the truck lights on, that's something. Where did this thing got started? That's good. What I don't understand is how some guys ain't got the artistic imagination to put gas in a generator so the show can be a success, especially when they're on the committee.
You're on the committee too. Why didn't you tell us it wasn't gassed up?
I'm acting in the show, I'm stage manager and producer. I can't think of everything, can I?
Sure you can't compete with two heads, guys.
Look, jerk, I got a production on my hands. How's the weightlifting ain't going?
I can't tell. Nobody's clapping.
Well, if nobody's clapping, it ain't going good. You should be able to figure that out. Just put your two heads together.
You must walk with the two heads. Pardon, can you tell me where I can find Miss Forbush?
She's on stage right now. She's the MC. She can't talk to anybody. You want me to take those sloppy to her?
No, I would rather give it to her myself.
Are you Mr. DeBeck?
Yes.
Look, Mr. DeBeck, don't try to see her tonight. We got her in a great mood. Not want anything to upset her.
She's been upset?
Upset? She's asked for a transfer to another island. And the day before yesterday, she busted out crying. She said she took along with the show, and she wouldn't have been there unless Captain Brackett hadn't told her how important it was to the base.
She's asked for a transfer?
Look, don't tell anyone. No one's supposed to know.
I must see her tonight.
You stay out of sight until the show is over. I'll take the flowers to her. Hey, Phyllis! Phyllis!
Lieutenant Cable?
Lieutenant Cable was supposed to be in his little bed over at the hospital.
You've not been well?
I'm okay now, the fever's gone. They can't hold me in that dark place any longer. Say, I'm looking for a guy named Phyllis. A great guy for getting boats. And I need a boat right now. I got to get to my island.
What?
That island with the two volcanoes on it. You ever been over there?
Why, yes.
I went over there every day until this darn malaria stopped me. You ever sail over early in the morning? Warm rain playing across your face? Beginning to see her again like last night. I thought I was drinking.
No.
What are you doing over here?
She called me a big white boat. Bigger than your boat. His name's Jacques Barret. You know him. He's a white man too, and very rich.
Is that old planet you told me about? One who drinks? No, you can't let her marry a man like that.
Okay, then you marry her.
Heck
why. Get him alive. Come on, Cross. Lieutenant, I'm worried about it. You've not been well. Let me see you back to the hospital.
You're worried about me? That's funny. Fellow says he goes on an island all by himself and doesn't worry about anybody. Japs, Americans, Germans, anybody? Well, what you got me to worry about?
I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant! You like Leon. Marry Leon. You have good luck here. Look, Lieutenant, I am rich. Before war, I saved $600. During war, I made $2,000. Or go on, I made maybe more. So brass skirts, 4 seats, real human heads, give all the money to you and Leon. You don't have to work. I work for you. All day long, walk through the woods, swim in the sea, sing talk turkey. Don't think about Philadelphia. It's no good. Think happy thoughts and make love all day long. Is good idea? You like? Oh! Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You like to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating through the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about the birds learning how to fly, counting on the music he can make. Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the stars looking like a toy, peeking through the branches of a tree. Talk about the girl, talk about the boy, counting all the ripples on the sea. Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Oh! Talk about the boy, say it to the girl. Golly, baby, I'm a lucky girl. Talk about the girl, say it to the boy. You and me are lucky to be young. Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? If you don't talk happy and you never have a dream, then you never have a dream come true. Is a good idea? You like?
Yeah, I want you to have this. It's a man's watch, but it's a good one. It used to belong to my grandfather. It's kind of a lucky piece, too. My dad carried it all through the last war. Beautiful, isn't it?
When I see you first time, I know you're a good man for Leah, and she a good girl for you. You make special good babies.
Mary, I can't marry Leah.
What's the last Sparrow, it is my great pleasure to bring you our skipper, Captain Brackett.
Younger than springtime, were you? Softer than starlight, were you? Angel and Lord, to me.
We've been getting the hectic out of us in 2 hemispheres. And we're not going to go home until the situation is reversed. It'll be a while before we get any big operation underway, so it's things like this show tonight that keep us going. Now I understand that I'm not generally considered a sentimental type. Once or twice, I understand that I've been referred to as Old Iron Belly. I resent that very much because I had already chosen that as my private name for our executive officer, Commander Harbison. Take a bow, Commander. I'd just like to say that both Old Iron Belly Southgate and I had one heck of a good time. We'd like to thank that hard-working committee of nurses and CBs who made the costumes out of ropes and mosquito nets and comic books and newspapers, and thought up these jokes and grand songs. So on this Thanksgiving Day, I would just like to say to all of you, from all of us, thank you. I'm now going to ask Commander Harbison to announce the next act, which will be the finale of our Thanksgiving entertainment.
Is this Thanksgiving now?
The next to last will be a song sung by Bosun Bush Forbush. And that siren on the choral sea, gorgeous, voluptuous, and petite, Mademoiselle Etheria. Villas.
Come on, Bill.
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow. Her figure is something to applaud. Where she's narrow as an arrow. And she's to think of me tonight. I appreciate it. You don't know how much.
Oh, Miss Forbush, I would just like you to know that I consider you the most wonderful woman in the entire world. Even considering the fact that you're an officer and all. And I can't go on being such a heel for what you think I thought of you those flowers.
But you did give them to me, and I...
Here's the card that came with them. Are you alright, Miss Forbush? I'll be wandering around the area here if you need me. Just say how. What's the matter, Lieutenant Nurse? Having diplomatic difficulties with France?
Joe Cable, who let you out of the hospital?
Me, I'm okay.
You're trying to get over to Valley High, that little girl you told me about.
Leah, I've just seen her for the last time, I guess. I love her, but yet I just heard myself saying I can't marry her. What's the matter with me, Nellie? What kind of a guy am I anyway?
You're alright, you're just far from home.
We're both so far from home. Nellie, I must speak with you.
Emil,
Can you excuse us, Lieutenant?
No, stay, Joe, please. I've been meaning to
Last
call
for
you.
transfer. Why? What does it mean?
It means I can't marry you. Do you understand? I can't marry you.
Because of my children?
Not because of your children, they're sweet.
The Polynesian mother, then? Your mother and I?
Yes. It isn't as if I could give you a good reason. There is no reason. This is emotional. This is something that's born in me.
It is not born in me. I do not believe that this is born in me.
Then why do I feel the way I do? All I know is that I can't help it. I can't help it. Explain how we feel, Joe.
Nellie,
Dinah, are you ready? Yes, Nellie, and I'll go with you.
why does she talk like that? Why do you have this feeling, you and she? I do not believe that this is born in me.
It's not born in you. It happens after you're born. You got to be taught to hate and fear. You got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be grown in your little ear. You got to be carefully taught. You got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made, and people whose skin is a different shade. You got to be carefully taught. You got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You got to be carefully taught. You got to be carefully taught.
This is the kind of ugliness I was running away from. It's followed me all this way, all these years. Now it's found me.
I was cheated before, and I cheated again by a mean little world of mean little men. And the one chance for me is this life I know best, to be here on an island and forget all the rest. I would flee to this island like a tree or a stone. I would flee to this island and be free. Yes, sir. If I got into this thing alive, I'm not going back there. I'm coming right here. All I care about is right here.
And all you care about is here. Then this is a good place to be. And all you care about is taking away from you. There's no place. I came so close to it. So close. Wandering in my heart. One love to be living for. One love to be living for. This So here and are my fancies of things I wish were true. I'll keep remembering evenings I wish I'd spent with you. I'll keep remembering kisses from lips I'll never own, and all the lovely adventures that we have had so. Now I'm alone, still dreaming of paradise, still saying that paradise was really was mine.
Beck, would you reconsider going up with me to Marie Louise Island? I mean, now that you haven't got so much to lose, I think we could do a good job together, you and I. You know, back home when I used to get in a jam, I used to go hunting. Think that's what I'll do now. Good hunting up there around Marie Louise. Jap carriers, cargo boats, troop ships, big game. When I land, which side of the island should I go up on?
South side.
Why?
There's cover there, and rocks. I sailed behind these rocks many times.
Could a submarine get in between these rocks without being noticed?
Yes, if you know the jam.
And after I land, what will I do?
You will get in touch with two former friends of mine, Anito and Basin, two black men, wonderful hunters. They will hide us in the hills.
Us? Are you going with me?
Of course, you're too young to be out there alone. Come on, let's go plant Captain Brackett.
Wait till that old man Brackett hears this. He'll jump out your skin.
I would like to see this kind of jump.
What's that? What's that? What was that?
That was nothing, sir.
Sounded to me like someone trying to send a message. Sounded like code.
It was not a code, sir. That sound you heard was the contraction of the tin roof. It's the metal cooling off at night.
Oh.
Sir, if you'd like to go back to your desk, I'll let you know as soon as...
No, I'll stay right here. I don't want to add to your problems.
Yes, sir.
We ought to be getting a message. We ought to be getting a message, that's all. They'd have time to plan it and set up some sort of observation post. Don't you think so? Oh.
Captain Brackett?
Yeah, what is it? What is it, Bill? Can't you see I'm very busy?
About to see me out here, sir. Phyllis. Commander Perkins over at Operations estimates that Phyllis' access warning cost the Navy over $600,000.
600? By God. I'm gonna chew that guy. Send him in here.
Yes, sir.
The moment you get any word, just break right in, no matter what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Get in there. Captain Brackett, Lieutenant Buzdown has concluded the mission.
Hey, Adam.
Captain.
One man like you in an outfit like this is like a rotten apple in a barrel. Just what did you feel like sitting down there in that little rubber boat Empress Augusta Bay with the whole darn Navy Air Force trying to rescue you? Just how do you fall out of a PBY anyway?
Well, sir, the Jap anti-aircraft busted a hole in the side of the plane and the wind just sucked me out. Get the picture?
I'm to understand that you deliberately hid in the baggage compartment of an airplane that you knew was taking off on a very dangerous mission. You had sand enough to do that, all right. And the moment an enemy aircraft gun hit the plane, you fell right out. You and your little parachute. I don't think you fell out, Bills. I think you jumped out. Which did you do?
Well, sir, it was, sort of half and half, if you get the picture.
This is one of the most humiliating things that's ever happened. Adams, when did you discover he was on the plane?
Well, sir, we've been out about an hour. It was still dark now. Well, we were flying across Marie Louise. The Japanese aircraft spotted us and made that hit. That's when Luther, or this fellow here, that's when he left the ship. I just circled once, time enough to drop on a rubber boat. Some New Zealanders and P-40 spotted them, and they kept circling while I flew across the island and landed alongside the sub and let Joe and the Frenchman on. By the time I got back to the other side of the island, our Navy planes were flying around in the air above the sky like a thick swarm of bees. Well, they kept the Japanese occupied. I slipped down and scooped them off the rubber boat. We thought this guy was a $90 million cruiser that they were out to protect. There must have been 55 or 60 planes.
62. You're not far off, Adams. Harbison tells me this thing cost the Navy $600,000. 600? What the heck are you so happy about?
Well, sir, I was just thinking about my uncle. Remember my uncle I was telling you about? We used to tell my old man I'd never do with his dime. Him and his lousy slot machines. Can you imagine a guy?
Why would you do a thing like this, Willis? What would make a man want to do a thing like this?
Well, sir, a fella gets held down. If you're interested in taking a trip, pick up a few souvenirs, you just gotta kind of horn in, if you get the picture.
How'd you know about it?
Well, sir, I didn't know about it exactly. It's just when I heard Lieutenant Cable and that Frenchman talking. Right away, I know something's in the air. Projects. That's what I like, Captain. Projects, don't you?
Phyllis, you broke every regulation in the book. By God, Captain Brackett, I'm going to throw it at you.
Sir, may I barge in? My co-pilot, he watched this whole thing out, and he thinks this fellow Willis down there in the rubber boat caused a kind of diversionary action. While those Japs were busy shooting at the other planes and Willis on the other side of the island, that sub was sliding into the cove and depositing Joe and the Frenchman in behind those rocks.
So what do you want me to do? Give this guy a Bronze Star?
I don't want any Bronze Star, Captain. But I could use a little freedom. A little room to swing around there. If you get the picture. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Yes, sir.
Little Iron Belly, what would you have done?
I'd have thrown him in the brig, and I will too if I get the ghost of a chance. Thank you.
And so we're here. This is our first chance to send the news to you. We've made contact with former friends of mine. We have set up quarters in a mango tree. No room, but a lovely view. First, the weather. Rain clouds over Rockville, the Treasury's short school in New Georgia. We expect rain in this region from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Pardon? Oh, My friend Joe corrects me. 0900 to 1400. And now, a military expert, Joe.
All you Navy, Marine, and Army pilots, write this down. Surface craft, 19 troop barges headed down the bottleneck, speed about 11 knots. Ought to pass Benicia at about 20 tonight, escorted by heavy warships. There ought to be some way to knock off a few of these. As for aircraft, there's little indication of activity at the moment. The 22 bombers, Betty's, went by an 0600 headed southwest. There was fighter escort, not heavy. They should read.
Oh boy,
Where are you going?
I don't want to miss that takeoff. We'll be going out in waves tonight. In waves.
Sit down, Bill.
Thanks.
You know what I like, Bill? Project, don't you?
Listen carefully. Ceiling today unlimited. 33 fighters, Zeros, have moved in from London. The course is approximately 23 degrees. Undoubtedly, heavy bombers will follow.
Got that?
Well, gentlemen, here's the hot tip for today. Joe and Frenchman have sighted 20 surface craft heading southeast from Villa Bay. Now, Christmas is just 2 weeks away. Let's give those characters a present. Beautiful, beautiful, no ship coming back.
Okay with me. Let's go. Sir, you just have to tell her something sometime. She hasn't seen it for 2 weeks. She might as well know it now.
Okay, send her in, send her in. I've always got to do the tough jobs.
Captain Brackett, I know this isn't regular. It's about Emil Devette. I went to his house a week ago, and, well, you know how people have arguments, and days later you think of a good answer. Well, I went to his house, and he wasn't there. So I asked his children where he'd gone, and they didn't seem to know either. At least I think that's what they said. They only speak French. And then tonight, when I was on duty at the ward, we get a lot of fighter pilots over there. The boys who knocked out that convoy yesterday. And you know how fighter pilots talk about Immelmans and wingovers and things. And I never paid much attention, really. But they kept talking about this Frenchman. The Frenchman said this, and the Frenchman said that. And I couldn't help but wonder if that Frenchman could be my Frenchman.
Yes, Miss Forbush, it is. I couldn't tell you before, but if you wait here a few minutes, you can hear the voice.
His boy, where is he?
Well, Lieutenant K will be behind enemy lines.
Behind.
Hello, my friends and allies. My message today must be brief and sad. Lieutenant Cable, my friend Joe, died last night. He died from wounds he had received 3 days ago. I will never know a finer man. The Japanese are pulling out and there is great confusion. Our guess is the Japs will try to evacuate troops from Cape Esperance tonight. You may not hear from us for several days. We must move again. 2 planes are overhead. They are looking for us, we think. We believe that... What? Goodbye!
Is that all? Is that all? Can't you get them back?
No, sir. They're cut off.
Poor Joe. Poor little Joe Cable. Captain Brackett, do you think there's a chance I'll ever see Elizabeth again? And if there's not, will you tell me?
Of course there's a chance. There's always a chance.
I didn't know he was young.
Of course. Somebody had told you. And don't let him feel bad. He's okay. He's a wonderful guy. He has got a chance, hasn't he?
Of course, there's always a chance.
Come on, let's get out of here. All right, now hear this. All those outfits that are waiting for loading, please keep in position. We'll get you to your ship as soon as we're ready for you.
Hey, fellas, let's head back, huh? I Kings on Mount Dundee. Suppose they're calling her name.
They aren't going to sport. They won't be ready for hours yet. This is the Navy. Eager beavers, look at that beach. Swimming with 10,000 guys, all jerks. Hey, Marine, you booked on one of those LCTs?
I guess so, why?
It'll shake the belly off you, you know. $5 and you can have it.
What is it?
Seasick remedy. You'll be needing it.
Oh, no. That's just issues. We all got it. Who are you trying for?
Marines are getting smarter every day.
All right. Stay with your own unit. Ensign, you too. For heaven's sake, don't get spread out over here. We're trying to get this thing together as quickly as possible. So for God's sake, stay with your outfit. Say, Stevie, would you belong on the beach?
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where I can find Captain Brackett?
Yeah, he's up at the head of the company street. He'll be along any minute now.
Thank you, sir. That's all, sir.
All right, stay in line.
Hey, Mrs. McGregor, are you nurses going too?
Only a few of us. We're gonna fly back from London.
Is Miss Forbes going with you?
I don't know. She may be taking care of the hospital.
Say, Miss McGregor, you don't get air sick, do you? I was just thinking maybe if you got $3 in, you might be able to use this little package I got here.
Well, that stuff's no good. I gave that up last night.
That's a female shirt. Beg your pardon, sir. Could I speak to you for a moment?
Who's that?
Billis, sir. Luther Billis.
What do you want? What about her?
I was just wondering if anything was being done about rescuing that Frenchman off that island. We hereby volunteer for such a mission. A triple diversionary activity, like I'd like to get him on there. You see, you drop us in 3 rubber boats on 3 different sides of the island. Confuse the heck out of those Japs. Get the picture?
That's very fine of you, Billis, but the diversionary activity got underway this morning. Before the sun came up, Operation Alligator got underway. Landings were made on 14 Japanese-held islands.
I think that's very unfair, sir. The first thing they should have tried to do was rescue that Frenchman.
Admiral agrees with you, Phyllis. Marie Louise was the first island they hit.
They get him? Is he alive?
We don't know for sure. Lieutenant Buzz Adams flew down there to find out. He hasn't come back yet. But if the Frenchman's dead, that's too bad. They're part of this huge operation. Couldn't have saved one of the 2 guys that made it all possible.
Just look at the beach. As far as you can see, men waiting to board ships. The whole picture of South Pacific has changed. We're going the other way.
Yeah, right, sir. Launch ready to take your ship.
You got a ship, sir?
Yeah, Harbison and I've got a ship. I'm no longer a lousy island commander. Come on, Bill.
Goodbye, Commander Harvey.
See you later, Phyllis. Oh, by the way, I never did get you to the brig, did I?
No.
Oh, I forgot.
We all what, sir?
Sure you will be on our ship. I'll be seeing all of you. Get the picture?
All right, let's start the trucks moving out. Also, the head of the company street, we're ready to load you. All nurses aboard the assigned planes. All CVs to embark on Carrier 6. All Marines to embark on the assigned planes. Any questions? Move out.
and the little ones are destroyers, or cruisers. I can never tell the difference. And what on earth are those? P-40s. Oh, that's right. They're all moving out, you see. Well, because there's such a big change. There won't be very many of them around here anymore. Just a few of us off and on. Did you understand anything I just said? Now, while I'm down at the hospital, I want you to promise me to monitor everything. Everything is put before you on the table. Tu es la tablette? Tu es la tablette? Oh. Now, Joe, come here, sit down. Now, I want you to learn to like me and be nice to me, too, because I love you both very much. Now, Monte. I will not sing that song. You just want to laugh at my French accent. Well, all right, but you've got to help me. He can walk, boardwalk, Robbie and Bella. He can walk, boardwalk. Boardwalk what?
Robbie again.
Papa.
He can walk, walk, and second, Manchena,